What this is? Let me see what this is.
Is Lil Tre. Like, what's your relationship with bro? And like,
Lil Tre block over there, right? See that's Vod. That's 25 and Vod. It's 265. Tre Mama stay on that block. I stayed on that block. You know, me and Tre been niggas since we was. You know, that's my brother. We been niggas since. I can't even remember when we won niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know how you have it that long.
yeah.
On today's episode of Trap Files TV, we take a look into one of the pioneers of Milwaukee's rap scene, rapper Lil Tre. Lil Tre, who is from the north side of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 25th and Vine area of the city to be exact. Lil Tre, like many other young men in Milwaukee, would jump into the streets and music scene. Before Tre started rapping, he was already pretty known in the city of Milwaukee, mainly for dressing and throwing bashes. At that time, he went by the name Pop Tags. He would graduate
This
from
nigga
Bradley
knows
Tech
something.
and would attend college at Central State
You know the
University
school?
shortly after, but would not complete school. Tre, who started rapping much later than most, would get inspiration from others around him, including the local stardom of another rapper from his neighborhood who he was very close to, Larry Bird. Bird was gaining a lot of attention from his music in the Milwaukee streets. Larry Bird, who some consider the one that solely changed the sound of Milwaukee's rap music scene.
Yeah, hey, and for the record, man, like, I gotta let niggas know, bro, like, Bird started the wave, bro. Like, he your favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
With his 41 Snow project. With Bird being locked up at the time for a high-speed chase and a drug charge.
When Larry Pettigrew ran to his car, he had no clue the 23-year-old was wanted by police for selling heroin to an undercover cop.
Conan tells me he had just gotten off the highway and was here near Good Hope Road Friday morning going to see a friend when he got stuck in traffic. That's when he saw Pettigrew run across the car and get into his front seat.
He offered me $500, said, "Take me to the hospital now, my head hurts," and he started screaming, and I kept yelling at him to get out of my car.
Police say Pettigrew drove off in his own SUV, hopped on the highway, and crashed. With cops chasing
What
him,
the fuck?
Pettigrew was desperate for Conan to help him escape.
He said $1,000, and I kept saying no, and then he said 2,000, 2,000. So it was an experience, I'll tell you that.
Pettigrew gave up and took off running, breaking into a River Hills home where he was eventually arrested.
What the fuck?
And many others dropping music. Tre would soon find his lane. Before really taking off with the music, Tre would be shot, in which details are scarce, but he would speak on it in multiple songs. In 2015, he would make his first appearance on Bless Team's Plug Brothers, The Blessing Volume 2, and shortly after that same year, he would drop one of Milwaukee's most classic mixtapes to date, one of my favorite mixtapes from the city, Young Nigga Dreams. The 15th.
Now, why did this white man just say that? The hell? This is a classic though. That 300 key young nigga. Gotta run it up and balls all on me. 300 key young nigga.
Song tape would feature Bless Team Big C, Bless Team Twin, Millie, Lil Fat, and Bo Billion. This mixtape would drop during the last real run of the CD era, and Tre would be seen posted up at a local shop in Milwaukee on 14th and North to sell his
14th.
CDs.
Hey, Bear.
Young Nigga Dreams would
How you
also
feel? How you
produce
living, big
thousands
bro?
of
You
views
hear
on the
this
SoundCloud
white man
and
saying
YouTube
nigga in our
platforms.
ear?
The mixtape features one of his biggest songs to date, 300 Keys. The song talked about the street life and was based around a local drug kingpin from Milwaukee by the name of Kevin Big Kev Arms. Some of my other favorite songs from this tape were You Ain't Low, Keep Up, Cold Nights, City Crying, Mama Praying For Me, Consistent
This
Nowadays,
motherfucking
That's
white
Me,
robot up
Fake
here talking
Smiles,
about
and Feel Like
Young
MJ.
Nigga Dreams.
This mixtape would solidify Lil Tre's spot in the Milwaukee rap culture forever. It took the streets of Milwaukee over as he talked about the street life in Milwaukee, friends he's lost to jail or death, and how to survive in the Milwaukee streets. Tre described Young Nigga Dreams
you.
as a way of
Look.
living and a lifestyle.
You heard him?
Live in the Milwaukee streets. Tre described Young Nigga Dreams as a way of living and a
Like,
lifestyle.
what the
The meaning
fuck?
behind the title, man, Young Nigga Dreams.
Man, it really speak for itself. Young nigga dreams, man. It's what we living. It's a lifestyle.
What we living.
Yeah,
The whole mixtape just describe everything what we going through out here.
yeah,
Shit for real, man.
in my life.
That year,
God.
Tre would open up for YFN Lucci, Webby, Lil Durk, and more. In June of 2016, Tre would lose a close neighborhood friend, London Street, who was shot 7 times in a gangway in the 26th and Brown area of the city. After his death, London would be tied into a murder, but the case would be dropped because he was now deceased. Tre would reference London in many of his songs after his death. In November of 2016, Tre would follow up the success of Young Nigga
26
Dreams with the
Brown
highly
is
anticipated
tough.
Volume 2 of the series hosted by DJ Jerry. A
Somebody said you
19-song
look
project
like
featuring
Webby.
Blessed
They
Team
was
Big
on
C.
your ass, boy. Called you the webmaster, folks. Webby? You must got a fro now or something. You got a little fro that ain't growing. You got one of them Snoop fros that don't grow. Damn, Webby. And Webby did have a skinless face. Or, I mean, not a skinless face. What is it? A hairless face. A hairless face.
Jerry. A
Nigga over
19-song
there having
project
a
featuring
basic
Blessed
number
Team Big
3,
C,
folks.
Wonder Bread Ree,
I could never
Millie,
have
and
a
Solo.
basic number
He would
3.
not disappoint at all. And many thought after these two projects, Lil
Bro,
Tre
that
would be
don't
on his
grow.
way to stardom. Tre, who I feel is one of the best Milwaukee rappers at painting a story of the Milwaukee street life. Some of my favorite songs on the project were Remember Me, Ball on Him,
What you know about this, Mir?
Hit You With a Blessing featuring
That
Big
ball
C,
on went crazy.
What's
Y'all
Going
don't
On
know
featuring
nothing
Wonder
about
Bread Ree, Pain, Street Prayer, Hard Headed, Came a Long Way, Ain't the Same, Shit Talking, and Journey. Many debate that Volume 2 is better than Volume 1, which is a great debate. In 2017, Tre would take another huge loss when another one of his close friends, Terry
need
Williams,
something sweet.
aka Lil Packy,
Lil
a
Packy,
known young
Long
street
Way
hustler in
Packy.
Milwaukee, was gunned down by the Milwaukee Police Department after he took them on a high-speed chase on Milwaukee's
lake.
Lakefront Drive.
Police dash cams show the moments right before the fatal shooting when the officer says when the sheriff's office says the deputy feared for his life. Our Ben Handelman is live with why the victim's family says they can prove otherwise. Ben?
The family
how
of
they
Terry
beat
Williams
him
believes
up.
he should have been
Crazy.
arrested, not shot. Today they filed a federal civil lawsuit. It's been more than a year since a deadly officer-involved shooting on Milwaukee's lakefront in June of 2017. Deputies say they tried to pull over 19-year-old Terry Williams. As the vehicle moves over the median, Milwaukee County Deputy Michael Truax fires his weapon.
What the fuck? Like, why is you...
Injuring a passenger and killing Williams. The deadly shooting is still under review by the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office, who says they just recently received the final report.
Following the death of Lil
Wrong as
Packy,
hell.
he would
He
take a
dropped
break
a
from the
tape.
Young Nigga Dreams series and dedicate his next project to him called Long Live Lil Packy, a 14-song project. Tre
That
would again
speed
deliver
ball
another
went
solid
crazy.
tape for the streets with songs like Voices, Risky, Chances,
Voices.
Survive Without You, Simple, Speedballin', and Hard. In April of 2018, he would drop to date the final installment of the Young Nigga Dream series, Volume 3, a 13-track
That went
project.
crazy, man.
Tre
When
would
I was
again drop
16,
another
it was
solid
hard for
project
me.
and introduce Milwaukee to two upcoming rappers, Juicer and Junie, both who are currently incarcerated on drug charges. This tape would include a lot of good songs, including Getaway, Imagine That, Man of the House, Secret, Can't See Us, I Can Show You, All for Nothing, and Antisocial. Tre would follow up that same year with another project titled Unexpected. This would be more of an EP with the
Unexpected went
project only
crazy.
having 7 tracks. It included popular songs Fredo, Water, Rotate, Out the Way, Cut, and Rodeo. In April 2019, Tre would continue the Unexpected EP series with Unexpected 2. On this tape, he would include his fellow neighborhood friend, Larry Bird. This tape would also feature one of his biggest songs, My Life, Change You, How It Is, and Last Long were some other good songs on this project. Later that year, in
Do you
2019,
know
Tre
that
would drop
for
the
real,
last
you
installment of the
robot?
Unexpected series with
Mir,
Volume
what's
3.
on the
In
menu?
2020, he
Where
would
the
drop
food
another
at?
project called Live from the Slap Volume
need
1,
some
which is a
dessert.
project mainly produced by popular Milwaukee producer Tay Love. Over the next few years, Tre would appear on a few different features and videos, but wouldn't drop another project until 2024. Over the years, many would wonder why Lil Tre wasn't dropping music like before. In 2024, he would make a return back to music, dropping Day Shift Volume 1, a 12-track project featuring Bless Team, Big C, Prince, and SME Tax Free. Tre might not be the city's biggest name, but many consider him as one of their favorite Milwaukee rappers of all time. I guess the only knock on Lil Tre is that he just doesn't consistently drop music anymore these days. Maybe one day Tre will realize the love Milwaukee has for his music and continue to drop more music in the future. Make sure to hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell. Also comment on other people you would like to see us cover.
We getting docu.